All right, and welcome to this live session with your host, Dre Day FX. So, as we do every day, when I'm available, is to do the market analysis here using EMX AI. So, we had an update with EMX AI. If you were on the live yesterday, make sure to go on the rewatch the live, and you're gonna see exactly what we are talking about. But let's get onto it. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I will do some live sessions here, mostly with the New York session. And we could look at previous market and basically give you a rundown of the way to use EMX AI. So it could be used within my actual entry mechanism or with your own trading plan using the Renko Bar system. So it's really the first time that you would see Renko Bars on top of regular candles, and that will help you out with your trading. And I will show you exactly how to use them to set up your stop loss and your take profit. So we did had this morning at 8:30 my time. So an hour from now, an hour ago, we had CPI news, and it did move the market. So we're just gonna look at the results from CPI and see exactly if we have any entries that was triggered with the entry of the EMX AI and what we were supposed to expect based off of the Renkos. So we're gonna start with the US 30. So US 30, we had the CPI news at 8:30. So if we look at 8:30, we did have a signal at 8:30. Let me open the signal history to see exactly when we did receive it at the exact time. So US 30. So if you look at here, we had multiple entries here for US 30. So we had we had a trigger at 8:19, and I went one at 8:30. Okay, so basically you would have two entries. At 8:30 was the US 100, but at 8:19 we had the signal here, and then another one at 8:30. Okay, so meaning that this is the candle for 8:19, 8:30, 8:15 is here. So within that candle, you would have two entries to get in, and you would be in. Right now, it's still going up. And how do you look at the you plot your stop loss and everything? I will show you that right now. So as always, we put horizontal lines. So based off of that signal, your stop loss would be based off of the top of like the previous Renko. So at the bottom here, and depending exactly on the Renko size, what we do here is we go in the pass and we plot our Renko bar. So if we look at the pass, that's called price discovery. I want to see price going in where the price went in the past. And usually the Renko bar size will confirm me exactly where the price should go, if it's bullish or bearish. And right now we're looking for bullish movement. So what I do here is I go back, and as you can see, that's the range of the sell the bearish Renko bar that we saw. And now the next zone is here. So same thing, plot the next zone, the next horizontal line. Then we have here. Then we have here. And we're going to do a last one right here. Okay. And as you can see, it's always respect that zone, always. Okay. So that's why if you don't put those zones here, you're not using EMX AI, that will help you out with your trading. You're gonna know exactly. You're not gonna know exactly where you should expect price going in the future. Okay, regardless if it's bullish and bearish. So let's go back on the current data, the current market, and see what we're expecting here. So always when you have news, okay, when you have news, if you plotted your zones like this in the or before news was triggered, you would you already knew that the price should go in that direction if it was good news or bad news. So if it was bad news, you would pull out your zones going down. If it's good news, you follow the zones going up. Okay. So now, if you had taken the trade right here, you would know that it's gonna go in that direction, and you should expect being here. Okay. So what I'm looking for to get out of the trade is to get a reversal, so meaning that the Renko bar price, the Renko bar color will switch from green to red. Okay. So meaning like this, I'm just gonna go on the left side so that I could show you exactly the last time that the price went, so switch colors like here. So it was here to here. This is a color change. Okay. So that means that the price is what right here, it was bearish, and then it switched to bullish. So automatically when it switched to bullish, you make sure that the zones, the past zones are put in. So everything needs to be done manual for now. Eventually, I will code the rest of the zones on a future version of EMX AI. So that way you would know when you're going to receive a signal. When you're going to receive a signal that let's say you have a buy here, it will give you 3 zones to get a take profit zone specifically. That's pretty much it. So let's go on. Let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 did the same move. Okay. So if you have taken the buys that were here on Monday at 11 and 130, based off of the Renkos, I would wait until the next reversal was triggered. And right now it didn't reverse, it still went up in price. So you would still be in those trades here. So that's why if let's say you're trading with a prop firm, make sure that if you're trading with the EMX AI that you have a swing account. The reason why is that if you don't use a swing account, automatically the prop firm will cut your trade at market close on that day. But if you're swinging your trades, especially if you're using the Renkos, it will help you out on keeping the trade open for the longest time. And you're going to have basically more profit at the end. And what I'm waiting is an actual signal when you create your own signals saying that the Renko bar color change. So meaning that if you're looking for buys, it should change from an uptrend Renko to a downtrend Renko. And when it goes to a downtrend Renko, I exit the trade, or I use my zones, my previous zones, and I could calculate like at least three zones for a take profit. For a take profit, or if I want to swing that trade, I make sure that it's fully open. Okay, so right now we're expecting to have the price still going up. So same thing, we're just gonna plot our zones. So right here, right here, right here. So we have a big zone here. And if we go back in the past, oops, I'm gonna recalibrate that after. So if we go back in the past for S&P 500, we should see price going a Renko zone. Still going. There you go. So we're gonna plot our zones right here. Right here. So everything will be done automatically eventually. But for now, just for practice, it's better to plot your own zones. So you would understand exactly how everything works. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some more lines based off the price that I'm seeing, and as you can see, those are our zone. Those are zones that were there since September of this year. Okay, so those are the zones that we're expecting to have the price going to. So if we look at here, so based off of the buys that we had, so basically yesterday we had 3 buys. So at 11, then another one at 115 and 130. So based off of that, you would still be in those trades going up. And as long as you don't receive a notification that we're going bearish, you would still be in those trades. Okay. Okay, Leon. Hi, Leon. You said hello. Okay, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. Hope everything is good for you. You said EMX signals works perfectly. Great. Perfectly correct. Got, you said, is it yesterday? Yeah, got yesterday. Okay, great. So far, how was your trades? Did you took any trades based off of the signals and the way that I explained yesterday? Let me know. If you missed the start of the live, I was saying that there was some CPI news. So every time there's news, make sure that you plot your lines in the upside and the downside. And if it breaks the zone, that means that it's going in one direction. And on top of that, if you have the signal saying that it's bullish, it's an extra confirmation that the price will be going in that direction. Okay. So this is where we're at right now. Great. So let's go back and look at NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is the same thing. So I'm not going to put any lines here, but you get the point. So same thing if you were trading off of your own strategy and you were expecting to get, you have like basically good news. You know exactly where the zones are, and you could put your take profits based off of the price of the top of the zone or the bottom of the zone, depending exactly on what you're trading off. But overall, the indices were all bullish here. Okay. So now let's look at the forex pair. So the forex pair that we're looking at is the first one is Euro USD. But right now we have Euro JPY. So I'm going to look at Euro JPY. I know Leon is trading the Euro JPY pair. So we're going to look at it first. So let me close this. Perfect. So Euro JPY, if first of all, I'm going to make sure that we're looking at the right signals off of Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, we have the session for Asian session in London. Why? Because Euro is mostly trade in the London session, and the JPY is trade usually off of the Asian session. Okay, so when there's big movement in the market, this is where we should get the signals. Okay, so it's already set up like this, so that's perfect. So last signal was done at, see here, there was one at 3:30 this morning and another one at 4. So based off of those signals, you would be in the trade going up until now. Right now, it never retrace. And let's say you want to know exactly where you put your take profit. You make sure that you put your horizontal line and you plot your horizontal line based off of the signal. So we're going to start with this one. So I'm plotting my lines. And usually what I do is that I make sure that I go back in time and see exactly where price went in the past. And that will give me a good idea of where the price should go, depending exactly on when if the market went in that direction before. Okay. Yes, I'm good. Thanks. Waiting for. Okay, my prop firm do not allow trades. I know. Okay, so I'm waiting for the signal after your nose. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. So if you're not able to trade off of news, that's okay. But you have to double check with your prop firm. Sometime they're gonna allow you to trade maybe 30 minutes after the news is released. If that's the case, you're able to take the continuation of that trade. Let's see. Just gonna go back. So we're in June right now. So Okay, so there's no past data that we can look for off of the 15 minutes. So we're going to go back. Okay. So the only lines that we're able to plot is those. So as long as you don't get a notification of the Renko bar switching colors, you're still keeping your trade going in the upside. Okay. So right now, if you have taken those two trades, you would be in in good profit overall. So the price here was roughly around what, 162.30 something, and right now we're at 163. So it's a 100 pips already for each signal, because you had two signals, one at the 3:30 and another one at 4. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll be back in a few minutes here, but we're waiting for the next signal for EMX AI. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and we'll go on to reconvene and answer them. All right, I'm back. So, okay, no other questions. So perfect. So let's continue. So we were looking at the Euro JPY. I'm just gonna reopen it for you guys. Perfect. So like I said, is that we did have two buys right here. So one at 3:30 this morning, Eastern Standard Time. This is my local time, and then another one at 4. Why? Because those time is the best time to trade Euro JPY off of the London session open, and basically the time that there's a lot of volume, because you want to trade off of volume, right? So Asian and London is the best time to trade Euro JPY. So based off of those two entries, you would be still in those trades, and it already did the 100 pips. So right now the price is at this point, and my exit point is the next time that the Renko bars switch colors from green to red. And when you activate the signal alert on your trading view, you're going to receive a notification stating that the Renko bar change color, or you could change the actual message to say close your trades or anything like that. That makes sense for you. And in the meantime, you have to plot the zones that you're seeing for the Renko bar. Why? Because in the future, it will go back to those zones. Okay, so this is a zone. Okay, and Renko bars are not based off of time; it's based off of volume. Okay. So next time it's gonna plot the zones. You put you put the lines here. So that way, let's say it's going bearish. You know that they have to go back to those zones, and so on and so forth. Okay. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. But let's continue with the analysis of the next pair. So we're gonna look at the GU. So GU is here. Perfect. So GU, we had a buy signal here based off of the CPI news that came out for US. So basically, it was doing the same move as the indices. So same thing. You plot all your lines for the Renko bar. So top, bottom, right here, and another one here. So let's zoom that. Perfect. So we make sure that you put your line here and another line here. So based off of that signal, my stop loss will be on the previous Renko. So right now the price went here, right? So my previous Renko will be here, and that will be the top of the Renko. So because since it's going up, this is the top of the Renko, and it closed here, right? So the top is here. And as you can see, it never went to that price. So it gives you some leeway to take the full move, right? So now we're just gonna go back in time and see exactly where the price went. Okay, and as you could see, based off the line, that I put right there, it touched previous Renkos. So what I do here is I plot my the past Renkos. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go on that top one right here. Put another one. You see the price went all the way here in the past. So we know that those zones that were plotted are future zone that the price we should expect the price to go to. Okay, and that's the actual range. And if you look, it's respecting the range always. Oops. See here. Another one right here. And another one right here. Okay. So next. Like you could do that for each Renko bar that you see that close and open. And you know that price will respect those zones in the future. Okay. So we have you always want to look at the past, so it's going to give you some future reference. Okay. So same thing as let's say you're trading off of support or resistance or any type of technical analysis. Price will always respect the previous zones, the previous price that market went. Okay, so we're done with the lines here. So let's go back on. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. So those are the lines that we have so far. But as you can see, the next time the Renko will be created, we're gonna plot our lines, and so on and so forth. But you're still able to go on in the past. So all of the lines that we will put in are still valid. So basically, the price crush all of them. So let's look at previous price discovery to see if we have any other Renko bars that we're able to put lines on. And like I said, guys, this will be done automatically eventually with the future updates that we're going to do with EMX AI. If you want to have this version, make sure to send me an email at Dre Day FX management@gmail.com. So it will be in the description of this live. And it will be limited to a few people. And it's not cheap. I'm just giving you the heads up. Unless if you were previously Dre Day FX management client, you have access to it with no costs. Based on the previous way that I was doing business. So this is a hands-on indicator that will help you trade event the market on any type of market. This works on crypto, could work on indices, could work on commodities, could work on metals. Like if you're trading gold, silver, it's going to work. If you're trading crypto, it's going to work on any type of crypto market. If you're trading options, it's going to work. It's going to work on anything. Okay. So let's go back. So right now we're in October. So far, okay, there you go. As you can see, we have future Renko bars. Okay, previous Renko. So what we do, you're gonna zoom out, and you're gonna start plotting your next Renko bar zone. And if you look, the Renko bar zone that I put based off of the ones in the future, based off of that price, it always respected those zones. So it's not magic or anything like that. It's common sense, and this is exactly how the market works. Please check GP odds, signal sell, 15 minutes, stop loss will be on the top. Okay. I have to go now, but we'll watch again the video. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, perfect, Leon. So I'll analyze G odd GP odd in a few minutes. So I'm just gonna finish this part, and you could watch it afterwards. That's no problem. Um, Perfect. So same thing. So we're gonna plot our lines. Boom. Boom. Okay. So those are good. Next. There you go. Another one. Another one here. So right now we're in September. So the price went way up there. So now it seems it's trying to go in. So same thing here. Plot the lines. Plot the lines. Oops. Plot lines. All right. Boom. Right. Perfect. So let's go back. I think there's one line that needs to be removed because so let's remove this one. The reason why is that it's a small Renko, so I want to have bigger Renkos. So let's go back on the current market. So now we have all of our future zones that price should go. Okay. So you know that, let's say the price is going down. Those are the zones that we're expecting the price going to. If it's going up, still going up, you know exactly the next zones that it should respect. Okay. That's perfect. And now that's Euro GBP. Let's open this. So Euro GBP. If GU and Euro, so GU and EU is going up, usually Euro GBP is doing the opposite. Okay, most of the time. So now it's still bearish, and if you look at previous Renkos, it's going to plot our lines here. Boom. So if we look at the current price, so those are the zones that we're expecting to go. Okay. And you could plot those zones in the top here. But this is the zones that price should respect. All right. So since it broke down this zone, we should expect the price going here. Okay. So let's look at the G odd for Leon. So I'll look at G odd from this based off of this. So let's look at G odd. So GBP odd. So GBP AUD. So always use the Wenda feed. And G odd is Australian and London, so that's perfect. It's already basically I always put Asian and London session for those two. So we did had yesterday. We did had two buys. There was one at 9:15, and then another one at 9:45. Still went up. There's another one at 6 o'clock this morning. Sorry, yeah, no, at 4:45. Then it switched. So that means that those two trades will be in profit. And let's look back to see if we had any buys here. No. But you would be in a buy since right here, because it never switched to a sell until this point. So let me look at the question from Leon. Please check GB odd signal, sell 15 minutes, stop loss will be on top of the current Renko bar. So let's say it's a sell. So first let's plot our lines. Okay, so we know exactly where is the actual zones. So if you were in a sell, let's say you have a sell signal right here, your stop loss should be here, should be at that price. Okay, because it's the zone is from here to here. The previous zone that was created was from here to here. So if you're selling right here, you need to put it at the top of the sell Renko. Okay, so that's the top, that's the top, that's the bottom, that's the top of this zone, but that's the bottom of this zone, right? So if you're trading within this zone, you have to put your stop loss at the top of the previous zone. So the top is right here. Okay. So same thing if you were taking the buys here, you put your stop loss at the top of the previous zone, because the buy that you had was in this zone. So the previous Renko bar open is this line, this zone. Okay, so this is the price of that stop loss. This is the stop loss price that you have to put in. And as you could see, it never went to that price. Okay, so if I let me close it out. As you can see, this is the price. This is a stop loss price. This is your entry. And it went here, then it consolidated, and then broke. So when it broke, it fully broke that zone that you're expecting to go short. Okay, and that's why when you put in your Renko, it will show you exactly where it's supposed to go. Okay. So hopefully it answered your question, Leon. If you're watching back this this live, you're out and about, so appreciate your time. So for now, if we go back, we're gonna go back on the indices to see what's going on here. So it's still going up. Okay. So like I said, as long as the Renko bar didn't switch, you're still in the trade. So right now there's a new Renko bar that was created. Boom. You put your line, you put the line here, and then you wait it out. So you know that if the price reverse to go down, you know that based off of that entry, you would be out of the trade. So you should be out of the trade when the price is around this zone. Okay. But if it's going bullish, it will still continue, and you're not going to receive a notification saying that the Renko bar is switching. So you're keeping your trade open. Okay. You're removing your emotion from the trade, and you just ride along. Okay. So EMX AI is a natural trend indicator that combines multiple indicators on top of the entry mechanism that is called the well. So it's a special entry mechanism that I'm looking on the lower time frame to take my trade on the higher time frame, on the current time frame that you're looking at, the 15-minute chart, to get in the market. And to get out of the market, I use Renko bar zones and a reversal to take out to get out of the trade, or I can use the Renko bar zones as a take profit zone. Okay, so usually I wait for 2 to 3 Renko bars zone to get out of the trade, or I wait for the next reversal to get out of the trade. Okay, so with the way that I'm showing you guys, there will be basically, if you put your stop loss, it's really rare it's gonna take out your stop loss, because when you're gonna receive the notification that your the Renko bar is switching direction trend, you will be out of the trade way before it's gonna hit your stop loss. So far, still looking for buys. I'm just going to see in the past if price went there. Yes, it did. So let's plot some more lines. So you see the Renko bars were already created here. So you just have to plot your next zones that you know that the price will go. Boom, boom. Now there's another one here. So this is a zone. It's another zone. Another zone. That's another zone. You see, you always go in the past, because the past will give you the information of where the price will go. Okay, it is expected to go. Okay, because this is price discovery. Every day it's price discovery for the market. Okay, so it will go in one direction. It could go up or down, but it needs to go to zones to do a reversal. Okay, so when you know that and you know exactly how to use that information, you're going to be a profitable trader. Okay, so far we are right here. So that means that the next zone that the price should go is right here. Okay, around that price. Then if it breaks that, it has to go there. And if it doesn't broke that, it's gonna close out here. To be able to get out of the trade, it needs to broke this zone. Okay, and then you need to receive the notification saying that it's going out of that trade. It's going to reverse. Sorry. Perfect. So that's 10:38. All right. So for now, I don't think we're gonna receive any notification for now because the move was done at 8:30 for the indices, especially because of CPI news. So always look at news events. So you need to be using Forex Factory that will give you in-depth analysis of the market, and make sure to look at the red folder news. Those are the high impact news before weeks starts, and that will give you some indication of where you're expecting the price to go. Okay, and especially if you're using EMX AI, because you're able to get the Renkos on top of the candlesticks, you're able to know exactly where the price, the next three zones on top of the current market price, and the next three zones at the bottom of the current market price. So you know exactly if the price goes up, it's gonna go past maybe two or three zones at least. And same thing is going to the opposite way. You're able to know exactly where the price is expecting to go. Okay. Same thing. What happened here on SSP 500? So this is the push up at 8:30. Okay. So it was expecting to do that. So since then, it was still going up. So if you look at the 8:30 candle, so 8:45, so 8:45 until now is the 10:30 candle. So the last 2 hours is still going up, and it already passed 1, 2, 3, 4 zone. And it's going on the fifth zone right now. Okay. So that's why if you look at the past price, you're able to know exactly where the price is going. So we'll still be on until 11. So we still have 19 minutes left for this session. Not gonna be a long session like yesterday. Yesterday was a longer session just to explain you more details of how everything works. So if you weren't on the live yesterday, make sure to rewatch the live on my YouTube channel, Dre Day FX Dre Day FX. And if you want to have access to the indicator EMX AI, it will be offered on in limited quantities. So not everyone will have access to it because it's a unique indicator that is based off of my own logic and own analysis and my own entry mechanism. So everything is fully coded in one, and you're going to be able to have access to the indicator here. So we'll wait until 11, maybe 10:55, like in 13 minutes, to see where the price will go overall on each market, and we're going to close this session. All right, so this is the end of the session here. So hopefully you guys understood exactly how everything works. Like I said, if you weren't on the live yesterday, on Monday, make sure to watch it. It was a 3 hour long live, but it was very educational and explaining exactly how everything works. But EMX AI is really a powerful tool that will help you grow your trading account. Could be passing to help you pass your profit challenge, or to manage your profit challenge, or manage your own broker account, and help you analyze and understand the market and how everything works and everything moves. And basically, I will do live every most of the days of the week, depending exactly if I don't have any appointment. As you all know, I have some health issues in regards to my eyes. So a few months ago, I was not able to even see at 100%. So it's a blessing that I'm able to see something right now, and that's why I was able to continue coding EMX AI. The version that you're seeing right now is version 4. We had version 3 that had good results, but there was a few filtering issues that we had that have been fixed on the current version. And there's another version that will be out in maybe a few weeks or a couple of months, that will be able to give you some details of where to get out of the trade in regards to the Renko bar zones, and like the lines that you're seeing right now. Those are manual lines that we're putting every time that we get a signal, or every time that we have a switch in the market sentiment. So if the Renko bar is going up or going down, you know that you need to go on the previous Renko bars in the past to know exactly the range of what we're expecting to get in results of the data. So, that being said, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day or your evening, and we'll catch you on tomorrow for another live. Have a good one.